Unit 9, Topic 8, Angles and Intercepted Arcs with the Angle Outside. Outside the circle. The angle is outside of the circle, and I can see that the lines that form the angle intercept two arcs. There's a large arc towards the outside and a small arc on the inside. To solve, I'm going to find that if I take 2 times the angle measure, it's going to equal the large arc minus the small arc. Looking at these two examples, I'm going to identify my angle and the two arcs it creates. So this angle creates a small arc and a large arc. This angle here creates a small arc and a large arc as well. In the second example, I can see that my small arc and my large arc together form a whole circle. So in this example, the large arc plus the small arc will equal 360 degrees. Let's try a couple examples. Let's solve for angle 1. So it creates a small arc of 50 degrees and a larger arc of 120 degrees. So if I take 2 times the angle, it's going to equal the large arc minus the small arc. So 2 times the angle will equal the large arc 120 degrees minus the small arc 50 degrees. Combining like terms, I have 2 times the angle equals 70 degrees. I'll divide both sides by 2, and the angle will be 35 degrees. Now, let's solve for this angle too. Right? I know that my small arc and my large arc are both created by the angle. So I'll need to solve for my small arc first before I can solve. To solve for the small arc, I know that all the arcs in a circle will add to 360 degrees. So if I take the small arc plus 175 degrees plus 110 degrees, it will equal 360 degrees, the entire circle. Combining like terms, I find that the small arc plus 285 degrees will equal 360 degrees. I'll subtract 285 from both sides, and that small arc is going to be 75 degrees. So when the vertex is outside the circle, 2 times my angle is going to equal the large arc minus the small arc. So 2 times my angle will be 110 degrees minus 70 degrees. Combining like terms, that means that 2 times the angle will equal 35 degrees. I'll divide both sides by 2, and the angle measure will be 17.5 degrees. All right, let's solve for our angle x. Well, my small arc and my large arc form a complete circle together. So I know that the small arc plus the large arc is going to equal 360 degrees. So to get the small arc alone, I'll subtract 220 degrees from both sides, and I find that my small arc is 140 degrees. Right? So any time that the arcs form the entire circle, they will add to 360. Now let's solve for the angle. When the vertex of the angle is outside the circle, 2 times my angle is going to equal the large arc minus the small arc. So 2 times the angle is going to equal 220 degrees minus 140 degrees. Combining like terms, I find that 2 times the angle equals 80 degrees. Divide both sides by 2, and the angle is 40 degrees. Now, let's solve for our, we're given an angle of 18 degrees, and we're going to need to solve for x. Well, I know that my small arc is 25 degrees, and my large arc is x plus 1. When the vertex is outside the circle, 2 times my angle will still equal my large arc minus the small arc. So I'm still going to take 2 times my angle, in this case 2 times 18 degrees, and it's going to equal that large arc x plus 1 minus the small arc 25 degrees. Combining like terms, 2 times 18 is 36, and it's going to equal 1 minus 25 is negative 24. So I find that 36 degrees will equal x minus 24. To solve for x, I'll add 24 to both sides, and I'm going to find that my x is 60.